So that's what a day in the life of me looks like on my day off. Put it straight, so. Hey guys, it's Morgan coming to you with another video. Today is going to be following me on my day off as a shop owner, business owner, entrepreneur, if you want to call me that, and guy who's trying to build a race team. So yeah, I've already been to the gym. I didn't film any of that because it was boring, but I'm excited because I was able to do the rowing machine finally. They're finally letting me do that, like with my neck injury and all that, that are saying, yeah, I can go ahead and do that, which is awesome. So I've been to the gym. I made some breakfast. I had some ground beef and eggs with some veggies. That's what we're doing. We're trying to stay no sugar, no grains, trying to shed some of the fat that I built up from not being all that active and eating kind of while I was injured. And yeah, now we're going to head to the shop. Got lots to do. All right, guys, we're down at the shop. We got lots to do today. I'm pretty excited about it. So first things first, I'm going to be working on my WR. Obviously, I haven't been riding. I've been recovering from my injury. Also, the last time it got ridden was in Oklahoma by my kid, actually, Ewan, who wadded it up. And not bad, but definitely wadded it. And we got some work to do to straighten things out. And also, I want to get this thing super duper shiny and like pristine for when I get back on the motorcycle, which is still about a month off. But I want to have it like really nice for me. So I've got all new plastics for it. Graphics are on the way. They might be here today. I'm not sure. But we've got new plastics, graphics. We got our first shipment of IRCs. Thank you massively to IRC Moto for sponsoring the team this year. But we got our first set of IRCs ready to go. Going to be putting a new rear on. The front's actually in pretty good shape, so I'll probably leave it alone. But the back, we got a Plews gummy, which I want to get that off of there. And actually, I have another wheel all set up, so probably that one. Anyway, we're going to get IRCs front and rear on the bike, is what I'm trying to say. Also need to fix a fork seal that was leaking. We had a leaky fork seal. I think it happened when I was riding moto in Oklahoma, and I got just mud and sand and dirt and stuff. So anyway, got to get that taken care of today. And then the other thing we're doing today, guys, is we're going to continue working on making this side of the shop just suspension. So we got a long way to go, but we've been using our Omni wall and kind of rearranging things from when Zach had it. So now we've got all of our shims, suspension shims up here, the whole thing out ready to go. Before, Zach used to have them under here and we had to pull them out, working to pull them back, and I get why he did that because this is also his just normal area. But now there's just me turning wrenches, and then my son's going to come help out this winter too, or this summer, excuse me, for his summer job. We don't need as much room over here. So I'm selling one of these lifts. I've already got it sold. Sorry, it's already done. I don't know when he's picking that up, but we'll get that out of the way. And I got new lights coming for up here to really brighten this up a whole bunch, which I'm excited about. So they're not going to be here today. But anyway, got new lights coming to make this nice and bright. And I'm going to bring a vise back down. Anyway, lots of things going on over here. Also going to be purchasing an inexpensive toolbox from Harbor Freight to go underneath here to hold parts, because you can see parts are crazy, tools are crazy. Anyway, we need some work. So that's what's going on today, guys. And if you want to join me. It's going to be fun. But first, I got to give a huge shout out to the channel's biggest sponsor, Rocky Mountain ATV MC. They are massive to me, to this channel, to the sport, in my opinion. I really, really appreciate them. They're incredibly helpful. If you are already shopping there, please consider using the link in our description. There's lots of guys out there doing this too. Other Ride with the Knights and Cody Webb. And anyway, but if you like what I do, if you've gotten value from our content, please consider using that link. But more importantly, shop locally first. If there's something you can buy local, oil, filters, air filters, grips, tires, things like that. If there's things that you can buy locally that it makes sense financially, because I get that, please do that. It helps little shops like me continue to be viable. It helps us be around when you do need us. So anyway, all right, let's get after it. First things first, we're going to just start stripping this bike down, taking all the plastic off, getting it all stripped down to just nothing. And then I think we'll do forks. One of the casualties to the wreck in Oklahoma. All right, guys, next. Clean. Look at this. So I washed this bike for a really long time after the 2 days in Oklahoma. And if you have ever been to Oklahoma or you're from Oklahoma, you know what this is. This red dirt is gnarly, gnarly stuff. So actually, I got to get the fork guards off. See, I think, I can get these off without taking the wheel off. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to push it outside and get it washed up. I think it's warm enough out there to get that done. So, and real quick, I want to talk about what we're doing. So if you don't know, and I'll kind of go over this as we work on the bike today for the new people here that are brand new. This thing is the most wicked 250F that I've ever built or been around. It's just amazing. It's a 2025 WR 250F originally. Now it is a 2025 WR 300X. So it's the 304 Athena big bore kit with the SX1 Pro ECU with some super rad mapping that I got from Cody Webb. And it is just wicked. But in doing that, this no longer has any function. This computer no longer has any function. So we're going to delete that thing today, get it out of the way, get this cable out of the way. So just to clean up the bike. I was originally building this as a race bike. I'm going back to that idea. I'm just going to make it just simple, clean dirt bike. I was going to maybe do street legal and all that stuff, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I want to do that with this bike. It's a 250. It's not really made for that. I'll get a different bike for that. So we're going to make this thing just a trail bike. Race bike, not so much, but not for me at least, because I'm not going to be racing too much this year, maybe at all this year, with the kids racing and all that and with my injuries. So I'm going to be riding a lot. Don't worry about that. Trust me. I'm going back to riding and riding a bunch, but I'm probably going to be taking it down a notch and not racing, like I said, mostly because I want to support my kids. Let's get those fork guards out of here, take it outside, really, really clean this thing really, really well, and we'll bring it back in and we'll get after the forks. Right on. Super psyched about that. That looks much better. Oh yeah, nice. Normally this time of year, especially if I'm getting something ready for the next season and all that, I'd be taking apart the chassis and greasing everything, but I just did that on this bike not very long ago. So I've got a video on that, I believe. Anyway, I greased the steering head, the linkage, everything. So it's all in great shape right now. That does not need to be done, which is kind of nice because it's one of those jobs that's like, it's really fulfilling when you're done with it, but it's just kind of not much fun. That's all good. Now we're going to take these forks apart. It's kind of a bummer because I already had some super sexy seals on it, and they don't have many hours on them, but that red Oklahoma mud got in there when I was riding moto and did it. So let's take this thing apart. I'm not going to show you exactly down to the detail, but what you're bringing in for maybe something, I don't know. Since, like I said, this is just a day off for me. But yeah, let's get those things done, and then we're going to start putting, actually, the next thing I'm going to do on this bike is I really want to clean things up here and make this look nicer and just be a little bit more, I don't know, appropriate for racy kind of cool guy bike. Also, probably going to take this bracket off because there's no need for that bracket now. Probably going to cut this so I can still put the headlight on because I do want to keep this bike able to run a headlight because I like night riding and it's really awesome. And I still might do the whole street legal thing. It'd be nice to just be able to bolt the headlight on there. someday down the road. So probably just cut that and delete all this because I'm not going backwards and putting the old computer and all that ECU and stuff on there, because this ECU is really, really good. So, and by the way, that means I have a comp ECU. If you guys are looking for a WR250F, a 25 comp ECU, contact me, Morgan at Highland-Cycles.com. I might be willing to sell that. I don't know yet, but you can definitely reach out. So anyway, I'm going to start with this actually, because this bracket makes getting the forks out kind of a pain because it tends to pinch here. So I'm going to get that off. All right, guys, got the forks apart mostly. I haven't taken that apart yet. I already did one fork, and it's all good and happy now. But I did manage to find dings on both fork legs. You can see this. I think that happened early on, and that's nice and smooth. This is a new one. There's like a new little, almost like a pit from a rock. Who knows? The kid wadded the thing up pretty good and started leaking. So, and then there was Oklahoma mud. You can see there's a little bit of red left right there. We're still cleaning. But I want to talk about real fast that I am using the dual compound. That's what was in there. That's not what caused the leak. Obviously, we can see what caused the leak. Scratches tore those seals, and then there we go. But these things are awesome. They're a little more expensive for sure, but they do hold up really, really well, and they slide really, really nice. I really like them. Big shout out to SKF and Intech USA. If you want to get some, I try to stock them. I don't always have them here, but Intech USA definitely does, and you can go to their website. I think it's Intech-U. Anyway, I'll put a link in the description. Go buy them. I don't have an affiliate with them. They do give me product, but I don't make money unless you buy the parts from me. Like, I don't have an affiliate link or anything like that. I just think that they're really, really, really good. They also have their normal green seals. They're also who makes the seals for KTM, OEM, and all that stuff. And OEM Yamaha is also very good, so nothing wrong there. But I like these better, seem to hold up better and slide better. So now, I've got to get my emery cloth out to shine that up and then take that apart. Just going to pump oil out of it real fast. The other one was looking pretty good, so yeah, going to do that. Then we'll get to putting this sexy beast back together. I'm just so happy. It looks so good, nice and clean and shiny and happy. Oh, the other thing I got to do is straighten the front end, because when he crashed it, twisted the front end. It also twisted this. It's all good, and we can fix it and straighten it up, but it definitely... the kid. That's what it's like to have kids who ride really hard and are an awful lot like their father. Sweet, guys. I'm excited. I got the forks all done. That honestly makes me really happy because they're pretty gross, actually. Well, the one side wasn't. The other side actually had some fair amount of like aluminum paste in it. And if you guys have done enough forks, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, and got the nicks all cleaned up. You can kind of see right there, but got that cleaned up. So they're moving better. Everything's, yeah, I'm really happy about that because like a lot of things on bikes, man, you just don't know what you don't know. Like you just kind of ride them and ride them, ride them. And if it's not quite time to do this maintenance and you don't really pay attention, but you're actually losing performance. If you get behind on your maintenance, get behind on some things. So really happy that this thing's going to be wicked when I get back on it. Because I just love this motorcycle. I freaking love this motorcycle. We got plastics. I had to do a mix of OEM, some of it, and then aftermarket, some of it to get white, and it's a whole thing. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I got a little bit. I think I got everything. I got a new airbox cover. I got new fork guards, new shrouds, new YZ front fender, number plates. Anyway, can start bolting things back on. Like I said, I'm waiting on my graphics. I was kind of hoping they're going to be here today, but I don't think we're going to get anything today because I'm not technically open today since it's my day off. But yeah, let's just keep going here. Probably set you up and we'll do a time lapse of this thing because it's going to look kind of cool as it comes together. guys, looking a lot better. This does make me sad that that happened. I did that. That was not my kid. But it's straight, so no big deal. And I'm not really that guy to have everything super shiny. I've never been that guy. My bikes never look shiny for very long because I crash them. Because I kind of suck at dirt biking. But I like it a lot. So, yeah, really happy. All shiny new plastics. Everything looks good. I got my bars nice and straight. One of the bolts was bent. Sorry, I didn't bring you guys in on that. One of the bolts through there had gotten bent in a crash. I'm really hoping that Lance comes out with a dually for the 4-stroke Yamaha soon, which connects these two bottom pieces and makes it a lot stronger. But yeah, stoked. Everything's shined up. The oil, I'm going to change the oil here in a second. I got fresh tire and wheel. We got the Pro Lock back on this thing, so need to clean that wheel up, make it pretty. Got to clean this wheel up, but this tire is in great shape. All the knobs are in good shape, so not going to replace that. But we got IRC's front and rear now. Got a number plate back on. Got that cleaned up a little bit. Just talked to John about getting some new shields, so that's shiny again. But yeah, bike's looking really good. Ready for graphics. Definitely ready for graphics. Hopefully those will be here soon. Still might come today, I guess. USPS, but probably not going to put them on today if they do. I don't know. Maybe if they show up today, maybe this thing will go run long and we'll make a whole video installing those things too. But yeah, really happy, guys. This bike is just a brilliant piece of machinery. It started off amazing. I believe I've made it even better. One of my favorite things I got to touch on is this. The Valentini Hydro Clutch on this bike is very expensive. It's like $800, but it is worth every penny to have it not have to adjust it. The cable clutch on these bikes is actually very good, very light, very easy to use, and if you're just going fast, it's fine. But if you get in the rocks and stuff like that, it tends to be, you have to adjust it. So the hydraulic clutch on these things is great. The way they do it is amazing. It's brilliant. I have a whole video on that. So big shout out to Valentini Technologies. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. The boys are not going to be running hydraulic clutches on their bikes because, they don't have the money to buy one. Really stoked, guys. Bike is looking good. I love this motorcycle. I just love this motorcycle. Anyway, a buddy of mine's coming over to buy one of my lifts here soon, so I'm going to run an errand and go grab something to eat really fast, and then we'll come back and we'll work on setting up our suspension area. I don't have the toolbox. I might still do that today too. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this day off for me. It's been a lot of work already. It's already 3 o'clock. So, go grab something to eat. Guys, done with the WR for the day. It's past USPS time, so no graphics today. That's all right. They're coming very soon, so stick around. I am going to make a specific video about installing graphics. I've done one before, but I feel like I've probably time to do another one. I've gotten better at it and got a few more tips to give on that. So subscribe, all that good stuff. So now, this is the lift that's going away. And this is my new suspension area. It's been Zach's suspension area, but now, like I said, I mentioned before, we got the shims and all that. So I need to measure and figure out where I want to put parts. I think I want to put them over there and leave this more open because I have that little shelf and I got to go through, throw some more things away. I got a lot of things to throw away. So let me go grab the tape measure and we'll figure out what we need. And then I'm going to just organize the crap out of some stuff and get this kind of sorted out so we can store bikes here and get my 2 pop-up lifts over here. I should probably start throwing some stuff away. I don't know, guys. This is a crazy vlog, anyway, thing that I'm filming, but thank you for joining me. Lots to think about here. All right, guys, check it out. Got a bunch of stuff out of here. Lift gone. Got a whole bunch of stuff thrown away. Table. Anyway, feeling really good. Now, let's measure and see what we got to get here for this. So, got to be under 37 inches tall and less than 46 inches wide. So let's go to Harbor Freight and see what they got. All right, we got something. I think it's gonna work out good. All right, guys, so there she is. Is a roller style, which would actually make it too tall for there, but if we leave it off the rollers, we're gonna be good. So I'm gonna jam this thing underneath here.
Entangled.
Woo! We're getting there. Got a lift cleared off, got a spot way more cleaned out. Super amped about this toolbox with parts and tools. We got suspension tools. Like I said, this is going to be our suspension world over here. Pretty stoked because I already have these guys. Woo! To help brighten this up, and when I get my big lights up there, it's going to be awesome. So yeah, we're making good progress on the sitch, and it feels good. It feels really good. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. I think we're going to call it for the day. So that's what a day in the life of me looks like on my day off, especially right now with my neck injury. I can't ride, so yeah, I'm getting things done. Pretty stoked. Tomorrow we're going to be back in here, back after it, for real, making money, doing things. I think the first thing we're going to do is be servicing this KTM suspension, and so I'll probably film that full suspension service, show you guys what that looks like. Yeah, this area is making me happy. It's got to get these pieces of crap out of here. Like, this thing's not getting fixed. I don't think that thing's getting fixed. That thing's not getting fixed. Got to get all that stuff out of here, make more room. I'm going to put our pop-up lifts. I think I mentioned this, but I'll mention it again. Pop-up lifts, we're going to have them stacked in here. I'm going to see if Tusk will send me another one of theirs. So I'll have 3 pop-up lifts here. So I can roll a bike in, pick it up, get the suspension off of it, work on the suspension, put the suspension back on it, change a tire over here if I need to. We've got a Rabiconda over in this zone. And then, yeah, be ready to rock, guys. Stoked. Good day for me, good day for Highland Cycles. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Just a day in the life, what it looks like. Guys, make sure you use the links in the description. Comment below if you have any questions about what we're doing, what I do, what we do, how we can help you, all that good stuff. Cannot wait to have that thing back shiny and like it was when I first got it. I'm really excited about having that thing like pristine, perfect by the time I get it back on it. So anyway, love you guys. We'll see you on the next one.